We know what those weeds are. They're those thoughts that tell us we're not enough, right? They're those thoughts that say, I don't have enough to give. There's those thoughts that hold us back from taking the next step into the greatest life, into the greatest vision, into the greatest version, the greatest imagination that we've ever held for ourselves. And each of us have come here to live that. Nothing's blocking us from that. Each of us have an idea about our lives and how that life should be lived. But if we aren't taking the time to water and to cultivate that life, do you really think that that life's going to be achieved? See, now anything is possible. I know. We say all the time, with God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. And I won't argue that, but my experience has showed me that there's a lot of work to do in here. That this mind of mine wants to argue for a limited life as if that's my natural abundance. Like I said, I'm going to speak about me. You know, I try to understand. I try to get these different things. And what I know is that for me, I have to build my belief. I have to build my trust. I have to know that what's within me is greater than any seeming experience I'm having out here. Because when I know that, I can live this life that I dream possible myself. Life is like a garden. And I want it filled with flowers and fruit trees and lots of pretty colors. And to be vibrant and joyous and to really love that experience. And I know that experience has taught me I have to tend to what's in here. See, our ideas, Ernest says in the textbook, are first reflected into thought and then into matter. So because what we think is what we need to tend, you've heard, you have to tend the garden of your mind, right? So we want to be cultivating the awareness that what we think has a direct impact on what we experience. Now, I have to say, my life, if you could have seen me 22 years ago, I was pushing a shopping cart on Van Nuys Boulevard. Seriously. That's what my life was about. I didn't know that there were other choices I could make. I continued to plant the same seed over and over and over again, and I thought I was going to get a different result. I really did. You know, what I was doing was I couldn't see that by planting that seed, I was going to get the same harvest. It's that old saying, doing the same thing and hoping for a different result. Some of you might be familiar with that. Need I say more? But Dr. Mark has taught me, probably through a lot of struggle and hours and hours and hours working through my hard-headedness, painstakingly difficult arguments with me, because some people say I like to argue. If I find them, I'll point them out to you. But one thing that he said was, that really stuck with me, to have what I've never had before, I have to be willing to do what I've never done before. You see, and I get it. What we're doing really feels like it's the best that we can be doing at the time. And it probably is. But there's another best that we could be doing. It's just different. It's just different. There's no mystery in the seed, but there is a principle contained within the seed, and that's the promise of a great harvest. When you plant a seed, have you noticed that if everything is necessary, all the fertile soil is there, and it gets the right amount of light, and it gets the right amount of water, and it gets the right amount of cultivating, a great harvest is produced. And it's not just the fruit of the harvest, you get more seeds. You get more seeds.